Hello and welcome everyone to Dharma podcast. If you've seen the recent picks for Rajya Sabha, we have the eminent Indic scholar Meenakshi Jain. We have Sadanand Master from Kochi, Kerala, also chosen. If you correlate this to the complete transformation of Padma Awards, where from undeserving celebrities in the last three terms, grassroots workers, unsung heroes who made a genuine impact, have been chosen for Padma Awards. This merits a larger discussion on the complete sea change we see in the approach to the quality of people who are coming into the political sphere. So let's get into a deeper discussion with Sandeep on this subject. Hello, Sandeep.
Hello, hi Parag.
Like I'm sure, like you and many across the country were extremely thrilled to hear that Meenakshi Jain, the eminent Indic scholar historian, has been appointed to the Rajya Sabha. And to add to that, we had Sadanand Master from Kerala also being appointed to the Rajya Sabha. How do you see these developments? To me, it marks a continuation of the complete reform of Padma Award. Would you like to give us some of your thoughts on this?
Yeah, actually, I should thank you for kind of initiating this very important but often ignored subject, related to Rajya Sabha nominations or Padma Awards. It merits discussion on. Actually, it merits a multidimensional discussion, not just looking at it in a straight-jacketed or a limited boxed up fashion, like only from the political angle. So the Rajya Sabha, or the upper house, as they call it in England, basically. So our whole political system is almost like a photocopy of the British, English democracy, to kind of put it in a broad perspective. So small wonder that all these awards are also roughly modeled out there. I mean, every government, every country, every democracy has these systems, so you can't find fault with it. But personally, uh, I am kind of how to put it, ambivalent about government giving out awards, because the moment you accept something from the government, your independence is stifled to that extent. Classic example is one of India's greatest sons, one of India's greatest citizens, Saram Vishweshwaraya. I think he got the Maiden Bharat Ratna Award, and he vehemently opposed it. He said when the award came to him, that look, you're being selected for Bharat Ratna. He categorically said that I will not accept it, because that's one of the methods to kind of halt my independence. So then Nawab Nehru had to himself personally intervene and reassure him that no, you are still fully independent and you are every bit deserving of this. So that's when he accepted it. I mean, he's written it about it in in his memoirs. You can find it in his many biographies. So this is largely my approach and my view of government awards. So with that foundation, let's look at what has all happened. Now, you just restricted your initial opening remarks to what has been happening with regard to these Rajya Sabha nominations and awards over the last 3 decades. While it is true, the phenomenon dates way back, roughly to the 1960s, and we'll do a thorough kind of a rundown of the evolution or the downfall of these government awards and Rajya Sabha nominations. Now, uh, Meenakshi Jain is perhaps the last in the list of these extraordinary scholars who have staying power and who go to the root of the matter, who work quietly. Most, if not all, of the great work throughout history in any country, in any civilization, most of the great works have been accomplished quietly in the background. No fanfare, no limelight, no clamoring for fame and recognition and awards and lobbies and things like that. So she is perhaps the last who falls in that tradition. So eminently deserved, yes, but then there used to be a time immediately after independence, where such people like of the caliber of Meenakshi Jain were abundantly available throughout the country at all levels. Some did go to Rajya Sabha. You have the great example of Mahamahopadhyaya Pandurang Vaman Kane, one of the greatest scholars. One man working alone with a full time and lucrative law practice, one man working alone for 50 years, produced a history of Dharma Shastras. It runs into 5 volumes, but printed separately as 8 books.
You alluded to him earlier.
Yeah,
also,
one man. This is the work of one man. So you had, a prolific number of people of that kind of caliber. And he was nominated to Rajya Sabha. He accepted it. In less than 2 years, he resigned. He said, "This is interfering with my work on the history of Dharma Shastras. You take it back, give it to somebody else."
Rare breed.
Like I keep saying, where are those people? Right? So, in a way, the trajectory of Rajya Sabha nominations or these Padma Awards, all these kinds of civilian honors, is also the trajectory of the downfall of decency, caliber, merit, and eminence in our public life and politics.
Absolutely.
There is a one-to-one connection. So, with that in mind, because we have to begin somewhere, let's begin with the Padma Awards. As all of us know, you have the bottommost rung is Padma Shri, followed by Padma Bhushan, then Padma Vibhushan. The highest honor is, of course, Bharat Ratna. So we'll just take Padma Shri awards as a sample case study. Okay, perhaps this, Parag, I should be doubly thankful to you. Maybe we can do a separate series on these Padma Awards.
Why not? Absolutely. Sounds like a good initiative. Yeah.
So we'll take Padma Shri awards as a case study, as a sample in this episode. Padma Shri was started in the year 1954. And its basic objective states as follows. These are awards given for outstanding people in the following fields: arts, education, industry, literature, science, acting, medicine, social service, and public affairs. So pretty much all spheres of human activity in any country. Now, like I said, the initial recipients were truly giants. There was nothing like a second grade kind of stature of people in those days. And they were all distinguished men and women because they were available aplenty in all fields and you could not simply ignore them. It was just a question of who is more deserving. So the eminence is there. Who is more eminent? As simple as that. So the basic standard is there. So here are some names at random that I've selected from all fields. Giants. Pandit Omkar Nath Thakur, famous Hindustani classical singer. Dwaram Venkataswamy Naidu. Milkha Singh. Vijay Hazare. Sophia Wadia. V.K. Gokak, literature. Ustad Bismillah Khan. Nari Contractor, and so on. This was the caliber of those people. Now, from 1954 onwards, let's cut to the early 1960. To be specific, this scene in Padma Shri Awards begins to change after 1962. So here is a partial list beginning with the 1960s decade all the way up to, say, the decade of 2000s. 1962. A woman named Mother Teresa got the Padma Shri for social service. A fanatical fundamentalist evangelist got this kind of a civilian honor in India. A foreigner. She's originally from Albania. You can't even spot it on the map. Okay. Then you have another lady named Mrinalini Sarabhai.
Yep.
Vikram Sarabhai family. She got it in 1965. Why? Because she was one of, she belonged to the close circle of Nawab Nehru. Another guy, he was originally of Saudi Arabian descent. His name is Ibrahim Al-Qazi, dramatist, founder of
NSD.
National School of Drama.
He was one.
Yes. Extremely pompous man, very arrogant. he thought that he was God's gift to drama, and he trained a bunch of
Arrogant actors, yeah. Some
we'll come
names
to
come
that.
to my mind.
Directors,
Yeah.
actors, all that. We'll do a separate thing on that. He got it in 1966. Next in the line, same year, 66, Mahbul Fida Hussain, Padma Shri. Then 1967, Mansoor Ali Khan Pataudi. I can't comment on his cricket because I haven't watched him play. Then 1967, M.S. Swaminathan. He's called the father of Green Revolution and things like that, with due credit to him. But his award has come at a big cost. There are several serious questions being raised about the method and the devices that was employed for bringing in the Green Revolution. Then you have the great Sunil Dutt, who got a Padma Shri in 1968 and who eventually became a Congress
Yes,
MP.
member.
No surprise there.
No, sir.
Then you have another lady, a Kuchipudi danceuse named Yamini Krishnamurthy, who got the Padma Shri Award in 1968. 8 or 9 years later, in 1975, when the emergency was declared, she actually danced in front of Indira Gandhi in a Congress plenary kind of a session in Chandigarh, and she composed a play, a dance drama titled Indirayana,
Oh my God.
which was, in her own words, modeled after Srimad Ramayana. Another actress who got Padma Shri in 1968 was Vaijayanti Mala, one of the close buddies of Mr. Raj Kapoor. Next, 1969, Padma Shri was awarded to another actor and director named Balraj Sahani, who was a hardcore communist. Another hardcore communist who got the Padma Shri was a Bengali crazy guy, basically. I mean, card carrying,
Commie.
member of the Communist Party of India, the original CPI. His name is Ritvik Kumar Ghatak.
Mr. Ghatak, yeah.
He's also been, kind of
Glorified.
to no extent. All this kind of, the weird unkempt hair and dirty looking beard, unshaven kind of a thing, with a cigarette in his mouth. This kind of regular communist artist writer type of stereotype. He exemplified that. Next, we move on to 1974. Guess who got the Padma Shri? A man named Kaifi Azmi for literature, father of Shabana Azmi. Then, in the same year, 1974, Mr. Girish Karnad got a Padma Shri. Another product of National School of Drama, fellow travelers, bedmates.
Every time I've seen Girish Karnad in the film, he looks the same. There is no characterization. It's exactly the same. I don't know how he succeeded.
He succeeded because he was a permanent member of the Delhi Darbar.
Okay.
He strode multiple worlds. He was a darling of Marxists. He was a darling of communists. He was a darling of this Bengal and Maharashtra dramatic ecosystem. He was close friends with Vijay Tendulkar, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's his secret of success, Girish Karnad. Then in 1974, a Padma Shri awardee was again Girish Karnad's buddy, M.S. Satyu, again from Karnataka. Another Padma Shri awardee in 1976 was Shyam Benegal. We all know his Marxist credentials. Another Marxist kind of a literature and translator was A.K. Ramanujan. He got the Padma Shri in 1976, sitting in the University of Chicago. He translated U.R. Anantmurthy's anti-Brahmin novel titled Samskara. Then in 1977, Padma Shri was awarded to Pritish Nandi. Then in 1981, another close buddy of the Girish Karnad Vijay Tendulkar ecosystem was B.V. Karant. 1983, an alleged poet named Habib Tanvir. He got the Padma Shri. 1984, when Mr. Rajiv Gandhi became India's Prime Minister, his close buddy, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, got the Padma Shri.
Oh yeah, he did. Correct.
Okay. 1984, again, Adur Gopal Krishnan, Kerala-based filmmaker, again a communist and Marxist sympathizer. This guy, Adur Gopal Krishnan, in 2023, he signed some sort of petition for the liberation of the Gaza Strip, condemning Israel. See the credentials, all consistent. Then in 1985, the Padma Shri went to a man named Mr. Nasiruddin Shah. 1987, it went to Aparna Sen. I mean, horrible filmmaker. And,
overrated.
Overrated. 1988, the Padma Shri award went to Shabana Azmi, who eventually became a Rajya Sabha MP and then refused to vacate her official premises on Lodhi Road, plush and prime location in Lucky Hills, Delhi. 1990, no surprise, the Padma Shri went to Kamala Hassan. We did a episode last time. 1990, a man named Anna Hazare got Padma Shri. Again, 1990, another alleged Bharatanatyam teacher come artist named Leela Samson received the Padma Shri award. She then went on to become the dance teacher for a young lady named Priyanka Gandhi Vadra.
And the way she has abused her position calls for a trial.
It's called. She has multiple cases. And she recently put out a Facebook post, apologizing.
Which was a very lame apology for the damage she has caused.
Lame apology just to avoid going to prison.
Yes.
Or face serious consequences. 1992, the Padma Shri went to Srimati Jaya Bachchan.
We are seeing her
performing brilliantly in real life. 1992, this time from a non-art field for civil services, a man named Mr. M.K. Narayanan received the Padma Shri. He later went on to become India's
NSA.
National Security Advisor during
Sonia
Gandhi's super prime ministerial regime. 1999, God's gift to poetry, Mr. Javed Akhtar. He got the Padma Shri. Then in 2001, the Padma Shri went to an obscure guy, Bishop Moolana Kuliyil Abraham Thomas, a bishop, for what? Social work. He is located in Rajasthan, home of lots of different tribals.
What social work?
Social work by a bishop. Social work by a Christian bishop. Gets a Padma Shri. 2003, the Padma Shri goes to Mr. Amir Khan.
Oh, Amir Khan also?
The same guy who did not feel unsafe in 2003 under a BJP regime.
Correct.
Mr. Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. And he did not feel unsafe
He's had 15 years to leave. He hasn't left.
And then 10-12 years later, he suddenly feels unsafe. And he takes refuge in the safe shelter of the wife of the President of Turkey. This is Amir Khan. Then in 2005, the Padma Shri goes to a very powerful woman, businesswoman, Khandani businesswoman named Shobhana Bharatiya, who was the Congress Rajya Sabha MP, owner of Hindustan Times, among other businesses. 2005, another eminence named Indira Jaising gets a Padma Shri. 2005 again, Allah's gift to acting, Shah Rukh Khan. He gets a Padma Shri.
Excellent.
Again 2005, and this is, this kind of beats all credibility, it defies belief. Gladys Staines.
Oh my God! Yeah, correct. The name's
the widow of
Graham Staines.
The bigot, the horrible
converter in chief.
Named, converter in chief from Australia.
In Odisha, right?
Staines, Graham Staines from Australia. His wife, his widow, gets this Padma Shri award, 2005.
So officially endorsing conversion.
Conversions, as simple as that. Then in 2006, take a wild guess who gets the Padma Shri award. A fearless, courageous, investigative reporter named Sucheta Dalal.
Oh my God, she's absolutely rancid on Twitter.
Okay, guess the category for which she got this Padma Shri?
Journalism.
No, she got it for literature and education.
Oh my God.
Yes. Then in 2006 again, a woman named Mrinal Pandey, hardcore communist and a close buddy of U.R. Anantamurthy. Then in 2008, Padma Shri is awarded to God's gift to journalism to a woman named Barkha, not to be left behind. In the same year 2008, her former colleague and your close friend, Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, gets the Padma Shri.
Thank you for the adjectives.
Okay, so this is what, looking at this, you have that legendary bus conversation where Mr. Modi makes Rajdeep Sardesai sit on the foot of the bus
Yes,
and he
yes.
says, और करो मोदी को गाली देने वालों
आपकी
को
रोजी रोटी।
आजकल
हाँ।
मोदी को गाली देने वालों को आजकल पद्मा पुरस्कार मिलता है और मैं सुना हूँ कि राज्यसभा भी मिलता है
करेक्ट।
सो राजीव सरदेसाई winner of Padma Shri in 2008. 2010, an unknown name, now known over the last few months, obscure doctor named Dr. Philip Augustine from Kerala. He is none other than the father of Dr. Syriac Abbey Phillips, infamously also known as the liver doc on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's been running down Ayurveda and taking on all traditional medicines.
Yes.
And he's been exposed now thoroughly.
Yeah. So his father is a recipient of the Padma Shri award. In 2010, again, another not so obscure, but how do we put it? It's hard to define him, what he is. But his name is Saif Ali Khan, Manzoor Ali Khan Patodi's son. At least in cricket, you have to hone your skill and show some consistent
in the field,
consistent performance. But this guy, I don't know where he has performed, what he has performed, but he gets a Padma Shri. 2010, another another Marxist. She's a theatre personality, Arundhati Nag, part of the Girish Karnad MS Satyu ecosystem. So she gets the Padma Shri award. Again in 2010, a foreigner, an American, a Hindu baiter, a truly devious scholar named Sheldon Pollock. He gets the Padma Shri. Let's fast forward to 2013. I don't know whose great wisdom found it, appropriate to give the Padma Shri to someone named Ritu Kumar, a fashion designer. What category, man? Public service, science,
education,
literature, social service. What? What's her exact qualification? From that, we will cut to Padma Bhushan and some random names again. I'll take it because they are so distinguished in quotes. 1970, a writer and novelist named Yashpal gets the Padma Bhushan. Direct promotion, no Padma Shri. Padma Bhushan.
Oh.
Yashpal is the same guy who betrayed one of India's greatest freedom fighters named Bhagat Singh. 1971, Padma Bhushan is awarded to a man named Raj Kapoor, arch Darbari of the Nehru clan. No two words about it. So in those days, his one entire mythology was woven around Raj Kapoor, that his films were extremely popular in Russia. Why not, yaar? He had Nawab Nehru's patronage, and Nawab Nehru was a Soviet addict.
Correct.
As simple as that. Why won't Raj Kapoor get Padma Bhushan? Then in 1973, the same Mahbul Fida Hussain gets awarded Padma Bhushan. So both Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan. Then 1974, another Nehru Darbari named Khushwant Singh, author of several sleazy pornographic novels. So he gets the Padma Bhushan. Perhaps the only alleged journalist who justified Indira Gandhi's emergency. 1976, another Congress acolyte named Harivansh Rai Bachchan got the Padma Bhushan. 1983, a big business magnate named Lord Swaraj Paul.
Yeah.
London-based guy, very powerful. He got the Padma Bhushan. He was also instrumental in rehabilitating the political career of Indira Gandhi after her disastrous loss in the 1977 elections. And 1984, the Padma Bhushan was awarded to a serving IAS officer named K. Natwar Singh. Remember?
Who became the Indian Foreign Minister later.
Yeah. Later, and then he fell from grace and wrote a very angry book against Sonia Gandhi, basically. So this, I had to narrate this history, a brief history, to kind of show the flavor, the alleged qualifications for people from all fields who aspired to or were awarded these state-based honors. Without exception, they either directly belong to the Congress ecosystem or its extension counter, the communist ecosystem. No other space. And those few of the people who still remained, independent of all political affiliations, their sheer eminence and their work, they were also given these awards, to be fair. But the majority, and then you see the trend.
The absolute degeneration, right?
Total degeneration. You have people like, who's that? Sagarika Ghosh becoming Rajya Sabha MP from where? TMC, because the Congress ecosystem has collapsed. Right. So what does this show? Like you said, complete degeneration, and a non-governmental award, a big prestigious award, Gnanapith, given for literature. There is a popular proverb in Kannada literary circles and even in media circles about, by the way, Kannada has received the maximum number of Gnanapith awards.
Okay.
So there is a proverb which basically says that the first 4 Gnanapith awards were earned and the rest were purchased.
Oh. So there also the rot has been there.
Because all these literary bodies, all these art-related bodies, humanities bodies, are still in the control of the communist ecosystem, the Marxist ecosystem.
And the grip seems to be vice-like.
Yeah, no escaping vice-like, because there is no alternative yet. And you had a splendid 10-year tenure to do some fresh thinking. And a lot of people from that side have migrated here.
Without checks and balances.
Without checks and balances, you think they'll cut off their ties overnight.
Correct.
They're all friends for decades, no?
Yeah, correct.
So the give and take will be there. When you look at this kind of history, you see the kind of sea change that Mr. Modi has brought about in all these areas. You can accuse the Modi government of giving some Padma Award to absolute scumbags like Karan Johar. Some of those fellows, have been given doled out state awards. I don't know for what reason, but totally undeserving.
But the large majority
have, in a way, Mr. Modi has democratized these awards. Unknown people, but truly eminent people who never aspired for any kind of recognition.
Exactly.
Forget state awards. They never aspired for any recognition. Classic case is Salumarda Timmakka. For more than 60 years of her life, a humble farmer's wife, man, she planted trees on the highways. Just like that. Every day, that's what she did. Her way of giving back to society. And there's one very humble farmer, hand-to-mouth existence kind of a guy. He rejuvenated one entire lake in the Mandya district.
Yes, I remember it.
So the examples abound throughout India. This is truly selfless work. And how do these people, Sagarika Ghosh, you can select these names randomly from memory. Sagarika Ghosh was like a blushing high school girl or a college girl when that mass murderer, war criminal called Henry Kissinger made a visit to Delhi. All those videos are there. The archives videos and photos are there. He was slobbering all over. All this kind of Lutyens Delhi ecosystem, they used to decide. A bunch of 6 to 8 newspaper editors, English newspaper editors sitting in Delhi would decide what the national news should be. All these fellows, some of those fellows got the Ramnath Goenka Memorial Award.
So it's sad.
That is the ultimate insult to this great patriot's memory.
Yes, absolutely.
So, of course, they're all extension counters of the same ecosystem. Their names are there in every award. Ramnath Goenka, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan.
It stays within that cabal.
Tell me, for what joy, on what grounds did Mother Teresa get a Bharat Ratna? On what grounds, sir? On what grounds did Amartya Sen, hardcore communist, who celebrated Mao's genocide of Chinese, as a cultural revolution. He got the Bharat Ratna. How does this work? So when you put it in this perspective, you see the kind of transformation that Mr. Modi has brought about.
Actually, we've discussed this. I think it was you and you mentioned this. I think we don't realize from what all we've been saved since 2014.
Precisely.
I think it is multi-dimensional corrections have happened.
See,
and present continues.
Because these changes are happening right before our eyes. We do not realize their far-reaching consequences or their enormity of the significance.
Absolute
Scumbags, wheeler dealers, these kinds of people were getting such awards. So after a point, it is what is law of diminishing returns. Nobody bothered. So state awards meant it became a synonym for political lobbying.
And elitism.
Basically, yeah, absolutely. Basically elitism. So you have to look at these things in this perspective. And yeah, I think it's an interesting topic which merits a longer discussion.
Yeah. Actually, I must say this, that when I discussed this with you, I did not realize that you will put up such deeply researched lists, and the degeneration now is really, it is hitting where it hurts the most.
Yeah, to take another random example and then wind up today's episode, U.R. Ananthamurthy, he's pretty much received every award that there is except Bharat Ratna. All literary awards, nominated as Vice Chancellor to some university in Kerala, this kind of thing. He once publicly declared that I have urinated on a Shivalinga. Such people. And he's not alone in this, except that he admitted it.
And with so his awards were a license for him to say this.
With a sense of pride that I've eaten beef. Ramachandra Guha, another eminence.
He's gloated about it.
He's not gloated about it. He's taken a public picture of enjoying beef. And this man writes about the history of India and writes comments on the Hindu society and its values and its ideals, its beliefs.
But I believe if there's been any more misplaced name that parents would have given any child, it is Ramachandra Guha.
Absolutely.
His first name is really
True. You see the enormity of the change, Parag.
It's actually quite depressing, and it's such a relief to see the changes
posted. So all these scumbags, there's no other word. Anybody who insults their own faith, their own culture, their own country, and the values, the sustained values
of our
civilization is a scumbag. It doesn't matter how accomplished he or she is.
Accomplishment has no bearing on this kind of...
What his position is, what her degree is, it doesn't matter. How brilliant they are, it doesn't matter.
Agree.
You are corrupt at a very, very fundamental level, and you go around, giving lectures. You have really spurred on several streams of thoughts, which we will explore in future.
I'd like to thank Sandeep for what was meant to be a discussion on the recent Rajya Sabha nominations, for bringing out the history of degeneration of these awards. So thank you, Sandeep. Really thank you for all the history that you brought out. Thank you again for watching Dharma Podcast. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and also donate so that more such research can be brought out in the public domain. Thank you all.